how do you view coming to Brooklyn right now? I mean, you're a guy highly touted at a high school. You had an interesting college career that we'll talk about, but you're a 10th pick overall in Memphis, where there's kind of got this up and coming team. But now you find yourself in Brooklyn. What is this for you? How do you view this for you?
Man, this is a new opportunity.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like I'm almost being reborn again. I'm super excited. This culture here is amazing. It's been great vibes since day one. I'm learning a lot. I've gotten so much better even the month I've been here. So it's new beginnings, man. I'm super excited and humbled for this opportunity, and I'm just ready to go out there and show what I've been working on.
Yeah. What is it like coming to a city like New York? You're an LA kid growing up. Has that been? I'm sure it's a little bit of culture shock when you're coming from Memphis,
Right, for sure.
But you're an LA guy. I mean, is it just a different vibe?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I just can't just help to just think about Home Alone for whatever reason when I'm outside walking around. It's just like the movies just constantly reflow
Like
in my
Macaulay
head.
Culkin
Right.
at the plaza.
But no, it's this the Big Apple, man. This is it's just a great opportunity and a great place to play. It's a big market, big lights, and that's what I love, man. So I'm just happy to be here.
So let's go back though to Lancaster, California. What is it like living in Lancaster, California?
Man, the complete opposite of here, I'll tell you that. Man, just desert, middle of nowhere.
I was going to say, it's not a coastal place, right?
Yeah,
It's
no live bodies of water out there, man. It's we got just great. It's a great community, man. Just not a lot of opportunity. Right. So, every year I try to throw a basketball camp out there, still trying to plan some more things in the future. But, it's tough growing up out there, man. It really is. There's a lot of distractions, and, when you're bored and you don't have anything to do, people are just going to fall back on things they're not supposed to be doing, right? So I feel like that's kind of the environment I grew up in. But luckily for me, I had an amazing family, a God-fearing family that, always provided for me and looked out for me and, paved the way for me just to keep my head on a straight shoulder and, just worry about the right things.
Your parents are in the military at one point?
They were, not anymore, but they definitely were.
So when you were growing up, were they still, or were they already out at that time?
No, they were, when I was growing up, they were still in the military. My dad was in the Marines. My mom was in the Army, finished off Air Force. So probably when I was about maybe 15, 16.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit younger, maybe.
Did you have to move around, or was that Lancaster one place?
Yeah, I always stayed in the same place. If mom and dad were gone, I would go to grandma's.
Okay. All right. But are they coming from a military background where your parents very strict?
Oh, yeah, man, for sure. If I came home with anything under a B, I was getting my butt whooped. I wasn't playing no basketball, man. If my chores weren't done, they definitely were strict, but it definitely helped me to become the man I am today, for sure.
Now it's just you, right? Your only child?
Only
so
one.
That's another tough thing,
Yeah,
right?
for
Your
sure.
attention is always on you, right?
Nah, for sure. I used to
know.
beg every Christmas, birthday. I'm begging, please. I want a brother or sister. I used to put on my Christmas list every year. Never got it.
Well, who did you have to play ball with though? Like where did basketball start to come into your life?
Yeah. So, man, when I was little, my uncle Sullis, rest in peace. He passed away in my first year of college. He was the first man to put a ball in my hand. We would just mess around on like a little Fisher Price rim, or we would go outside in the park. And then as I got a little older, me and my dad started hopping middle school, elementary school gates in the morning we didn't have a gym to play in. So we just got it done by any means, a park, elementary schools, whatever the case was. And then when I got to like 12, I was old enough to go to 24-hour fitness. So we would play there 6 a.m., late nights. He had a crazy work schedule and still always found a way for me to get some training in. So definitely my dad and my uncle, man, those are the two biggest basketball influences I'll ever have, for sure.
What was your team? Who were the guys you rooted for when you were a kid?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, man. I was a wherever he at LeBron fan.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I spent some years with the Cavs, with the Heat.
That's a lot of guys in your generation now. It's more about the players they follow than the teams,
for sure,
right?
For sure. This the NBA, man. One day a guy's here, one day he's there. Like, I don't know. He was just a great player to me. So
yeah, I mean, listen, you're not. There's a millions of stories like
Right.
that around the country, around the world. You now go for your senior year of high school. You transfer to Sierra Canyon, and you're playing with Bronny James. So
crazy.
LeBron is one of the dads
Right.
of the team. I mean, what was that like for
Yeah,
you?
no, it was definitely a trip, man.
Was that a reason that you went?
No, actually, was there before they were even there.
Oh, okay. So you got there before.
Yeah. But nah, man, it was like he was just Bronny, man. He's just a great, humble young man. It's just crazy how like the effect that LeBron has just on like basketball in general, man. Like everywhere we went, it was just fans chasing the buses and just chaotic. Like I give Bronny all the props and respect in the world, man, because to deal with that your whole life, I couldn't even imagine it. You know, I had just 1 year of it and I was damn near worn out with it. So he handles it really well. LeBron's a great guy, you know, showed love to us, came to games, talked to us at practice as much as he could. Same with Dwayne Wade.
Ziaire Wade, his son, was on your team as well.
He was on our team as well, and still talks to both of those guys a lot. And yeah, man, it was a fun year.
So you almost get indoctrinated into professional basketball at that point.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
I tell people all the time the amount of attention and media we had that my senior year was more than I've ever had in the NBA by far.
Yeah.
Like it was night and day. It was crazy.
And you emerged as I think it was the LA Times. You were the California Player of the Year. So even with all that star power in the team, you were the star. Now you go to college, but it's COVID, right? It's Stanford. You're the biggest recruit Stanford's ever gotten. You stay in California. What led you to Stanford? And 1 year COVID. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, so the whole Stanford decision, man, was literally just trying to prepare myself for life after basketball. For me, I grew up a nerdy kid. I did robotics and science Olympiad and all the tech geeky stuff. So, one of my passions is to start my own venture capital one day. Firm, and going to Stanford and having that alumni network behind my back was a great head start for me to start that. So that was why I really went there. The basketball, I feel like I could have played basketball anywhere. I've been blessed with just a versatile game. I could kind of just be a glue guy and fit in. So I wasn't really worried too much about that, but just COVID in general, man, it was crazy. Never had a real class there. Never met a real student in person. Didn't meet any teachers. Like it was crazy.
Never played in front of a crowd at the school,
crowds,
right?
man. We were lifting in like the football concourse outside with like bands because the gym wasn't open, and we were putting tape on the tennis courts and just trying to figure it out, man. It was a crazy time.
It is crazy. And so now obviously 1 year and you're going to be a high draft pick, so you come out. Sounds like, to me, would you consider at some point when your playing days are done and getting your degree?
Absolutely. I actually signed a lifetime scholarship to the point where if I did leave early, I could always come back. And I promised my mom as well, so can't break that one.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like the way to go for you.
For sure.
Too bad when the Nets had Jared Allen, he was big on making his own computers and things that. You guys would have got along great.
Yeah, for sure.
But now you find yourself in the league and you've had some injury issues. I mean, I'm sure that held you back a little bit. But where do you need to be right now? Like what are you looking forward to working on that can get you maybe at another level in your NBA career?
Right. I feel like the biggest thing for me, man, is just mastering the simple things, just being a knockdown, catch and shoot guy, locking down the best defender every night, cutting off the ball, doing the things I can't control, right? Being the energy guy, whether it's I'm starting or coming off the bench, just focusing on all the little intangibles to, help this team have a winning culture. And then, as I master that, then I'll come off a dribble handoff or pick and roll or whatever the case is. But, this summer I really just been focusing on my body first and foremost, and then literally just mastering the simple things, catching and shooting off the move, just cutting and finishing over the rim, finishing through contact, and just making the simple plays.
Yeah, and like you said, trying to a rebirth for you,
Right.
right? Try to get a new opportunity here, and it's going to be like that for everybody. Jordy Fernandez, your new head coach, he kind of says, nobody is guaranteed anything right now with this team, and that's got to be a good feeling for a young guy like you. It's not you're walking into some kind of hierarchy,
Right, for sure.
It's like if I show up and play well in practice, like I could
be rewarded.
That's
no
great.
doubt.
Well, we really look forward to watching you this year.
Thank you, my man.
so
I
much.
appreciate that.
What are you looking for? What's your Brooklyn like right now? Like, are you have family staying with you, or you're on your own?
I'm on my own, man. I had my mom and my girlfriend help me get settled in.
Okay.
But mom, dad, parents, a little bit of fam. They'll visit every once in a while, but it's a long flight.
Will you explore the city though on your own and things like that?
Yeah, maybe. I'm a real homebody, man. Like I need my daily naps. I like to chill at the crib, but
it's the city that never sleeps, though.
For sure. Definitely. But when I have fam out here, I definitely will, man. Tour. I've been trying to find good food spots for them. I'm a real big food junkie, so
that's not hard to find
man,
in Brooklyn.
It's crazy.
Make sure,
literally, there's so many spots.
Make sure you get some pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Ziaire Williams, thank you so much, man.
Yes,
really
sir.
Appreciate
Thank
it
you for having me.